Hey, welcome back to Salem, Cellar. So this past weekend, I went to see Evil Dead Rise, pretty much like everybody else in the world, and I want to talk to you guys about it. Was it the bloodbath that I was expecting? I'll be right back. So as a horror fan and a big lover of this franchise, there was no way I wasn't going to see this movie opening weekend. I loved pretty much every single movie except the 2013 Evil Dead. I don't know why. To me, it's very underwhelming. I know a lot of people loved it and thought it was amazing. Jane Levy thought she was a great final girl, and I'm not knocking her at all, but it was just very underwhelming, and I don't feel like she was in the movie enough, like on the main screen enough for her to be like this top-notch final girl that everybody's saying. Again, I did enjoy her at the end of the film, but yeah, I think she was kind of like a background character for most of it. So I didn't really get what everybody else was saying about her, about it. But yeah, just did not love that movie at all. It was a miss for me. But after watching the Evil Dead Rise trailer, I'm like, this is something I have to see. It looked bloody, it looked gory, it looked scary. And it was about time we had a scary horror movie. I feel like a lot of movies coming out these days are really not that scary. This film was directed and written by Lee Cronin. At one time is about an hour and 27 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So for those of you not familiar with this movie, what it's about is moving the action out of the woods and into the city. Evil Dead Rise tells a twisted tale of two estranged sisters, played by Sutherland and Sullivan, whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of a family imaginable. Now, my hat goes off to Mr. Cronin. I think this movie was phenomenal. I felt like it was a work of art for it to change landscapes. And like usually Evil Dead movies take place in the woods. Now, this taking place in a city was definitely a different vibe, but it was shot so well. It was so dark. It was so eerie. It was so creepy, that feeling we get when we watch Evil Dead movies. So I'm not going to give any big spoilers. The movie literally just came out. Yeah, I'm not going to do that whatsoever. I just want to give you my thoughts overall. The way the film started, it was okay for me. You know, it wasn't a miss, it wasn't bad, but it was probably my least favorite part of the entire film. Some of the special effects were a little off, but the rest of the movie was just on point. I loved it. So after the first 10 minutes, it just like, it gets dark, it gets gritty, like the entire time it's raining outside. It was just amazing. It hit every fear I have. Like things with the eyes, things was just like, there were so many jump scares. It was just amazing. Now, I don't get scared much, especially with movies nowadays. It's really hard to freak me out. Last time I was freaked out was Hereditary. That movie like messed me up for a while. That movie was brutal. And this to me was a mind F, just like that movie. I'm trying not to curse. But it really was. I left the theater, like, I came in smiling, happy, and excited, and I left like, I'm going to throw up. I'm having a panic attack. It really just hit every fear I have. And it's not going to be everybody's fear. Obviously, like, I have issues with things having to do with the eyes, and it hit on that. And some people don't get creeped out about that. Some people might not think the jump scares were as intense as I did, but to me, it kicked my butt. It really did. Emotionally, it kicked my butt. And that's what a horror movie should do. If I leave a movie theater underwhelmed, not really scared, not really feeling anything, it didn't do its job in my opinion, and this one did. I was nauseous, I was sad, I was mad, I was terrified. I was just all of those things at once. I enjoyed the ending. I really, really, really loved the cast. I loved the cast every single one of them. So this movie is starring Alyssa Sutherland as Ellie and Lily Sullivan as Beth. They are the sisters in the film. I think they did a phenomenal job. I really loved them both. They both kicked butt. There was something about Sutherland that was just so dark, so creepy. I'm sure you could see her in my shirt. If you watch the trailer, you know she's the one who becomes the Deadite, and she's horrifying. She is horrifying. And to think, like, you know, I think why it hit home so hard for me is because I'm a mom, you know, and that's what my sister said to me. The reason why I was probably so freaked out is because it hit close to home. I'm a mom with small children, you know, I do have sisters, and like putting myself in her shoes, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah, needless to say, I loved this movie. Rating it, I give it a 9. And I don't almost rate anything a 9, like maybe Scream or a Saw movie. But yeah, I give it a 9. It was scary. It was well shot. The camera shaky at times, like following these Deadites around. Like, it was just brilliant. It was brilliant. Just the whole feeling you get the entire time of the movie. And I really have no complaints. My only complaint would be the beginning of the film. I thought it was like a little underwhelming, but it was just the first 10 minutes, and then it just, shit hits the fan. And my only issue is I would want probably a little bit more of an explanation. Okay, here's gonna be a quick little spoiler if you want to cover your ears. So obviously the Book of the Dead is found by somebody in the film. I just want to know, why was it there? How did it get there? Maybe a little backstory of that. That was probably my biggest issue of it, besides the beginning. I'm just not knowing why it's there. It'd be cool if they did a prequel to all these movies and took place in 1923, because that's mentioned in the film. You hear that in the recording. And you kind of see them finding this Book of the Dead and translating it and recording it. I would love that as a prequel. That would be just like amazing. But yeah, that was my biggest issue, not having any type of backstory at all, because it's randomly in this apartment building in LA. Okay, a little confusing. But yeah, that was pretty much my biggest issue. But I feel like these movies don't really give you that much of a backstory. So it's true to the Evil Dead franchise, where they're not really explaining much of it, but a prequel would be nice. Nell Fisher also stars in the movie as Cassie. I think she did a phenomenal job. I really, really enjoyed her. For such a small little girl, like, she was just so cute with a movie that was so dark and so gory. Did I mention it was gory? It is a legit bloodbath. Like, bloodbath. It is gory. It is gross. Oh my God. It is so gross, but it's so amazing. But yes, she killed the role. I thought she was amazing. If you are a fan of the Evil Dead franchise, I think you'll really enjoy this film. It was very nostalgic to the past films, with bringing like a modern flair to it all, and I really did enjoy it. I hope this is a start to a new trilogy. The ending was great, and it opened up for many more movies. So I hope they don't sit on this and they go and make more, kind of like Scream has been doing lately. Like, make more movies. This one was a phenomenal masterpiece. I loved it. And again, it's not going to be for everybody. A lot of people are complaining with, like, I didn't really want to get into it, but some people are complaining with the wokeness, which I hate that word. I hate the word. Let's say progression, like inclusive. Like, maybe that's a better word. I just hate the word woke. I try not to get political on my channel at all, but I didn't get that. I saw a sign on the wall that said something about feminism. Most of the cast is female. If that's what you want to call woke, okay. I don't know why you would have a problem with that. It was a great movie. Again, it's not going to be for everyone. Stuff that scares me might not scare you, but the movie, if you can appreciate a good horror movie, you can appreciate this one. This is so great. So hopefully we have more films. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go see it. If you can see it in the theaters, go see it in the theaters. It was just such a great experience. Of course, if you can't, that's, watch it at home. Don't miss this one. But seeing it in the movie on the big screen, which is like oh my God. Oh my God. There's times that I had to cover my ears because the jump scares were serious. There was just enough. And this movie is rated R, so maybe don't bring your kids. Maybe. It's very bloody. Lots of violence. It was perfect. Perfection. I'm so happy I saw it. And I just want to say, if you are a fan of my shirt, because I posted a picture of my face before, like me before I saw the movie yesterday on social media, and everybody loved my shirt. I got it from Fright Rags, frightrags.com. I ordered it on Tuesday. I got that bad boy on Thursday. I didn't pay for extra, like, fancy fast shipping. Like, no, I got this shirt like 2 days. Thursday morning I got it because I was like, oh, I really want it to wear for the movie, but it's probably not going to get here on time. No, I got it on time. Phenomenal. They have such great shirts, so definitely check them out. I'll try to put the link down below. I know YouTube's been weird lately with like putting like links to certain like businesses, so I'm not sure if I could do it. I'll just maybe put it up also on the screen so you know, like, you know, where to find it. But yes, if you do like my shirt, go check it out. They had a bunch of different ones. I didn't really want a shirt that says "Mommy's with the maggots." That's a quote from the movie, but for some reason, like, I couldn't do that, especially as a mom. I couldn't wear a shirt that said that. But all right, so definitely check out this movie. Thank you guys so much for listening to me going on and on. I needed to cleanse my soul. I needed to get this movie out of there. I know everybody's doing reviews, and I didn't want to do it because everyone else is doing it, but I had to like release all my thoughts about it. I hope you guys do check it out. If you have seen it, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it, and I will be right back.